Hey, this is Susan Augustin coming to you from Southern California, and I'm fired up today. I am doing my first Facebook Live that's coming directly from my fan page, Success with Susan Augustin, instead of being on my profile page. And I've been advised that it's better for the sake of my business, to build up my fan page with my videos. And not to mention, a lot of the people that are watching on my profile page are friends I've known since high school, since a couple of them since like first grade, family members. Some of them are friends from my parents, friends, people like that they're not trying to build a business. And so I love to kind of sprinkle in life things and how, managing your thoughts and all that type of thing. But to really go for it on a business training, I got to admit, I feel a little bit restrained on my personal profile page. So I'm doing this one here, and then I'm going to put the word out on my profile page that it's over here for people to come and check it out. And buddy, I'm fired up today. I am fired up today. Here's the question that I have for you, because when you do a Facebook Live, you need to have 4 things happening. You need to first introduce yourself, and then you want to ask a question. So here's my question. How is recruiting going for you? How's it going if you have a direct selling business? How is recruiting going for you? Lately, I've heard from a few people that have said they were just about ready to quit. And that bothers me. It bothers me because, there doesn't need to be a lack and a scarcity in this industry. There's millions of people out here that need the products that you have, and they need the input that only you can give into their lives. So when you are frustrated and say you're going to quit, it bothers me because there's something that you haven't gotten trained on, that you don't know how to do, so you don't have the confidence that's helping you to build and to grow. And that is my heart. I'm whining. I don't know why I'm whining, but I'm fired up about this. So here's some thoughts that just got downloaded to my brain today. And this is a tip. This is what I do. I carry my phone around with me, and whenever I get an idea, I just go to the memo. I have a little section called memo. It doesn't show up very well here. It's tiny. But it's this memo section on my phone, and I can hit the microphone and just tell it whatever ideas I'm getting, whatever is going on in my head. And today, buddy, the downloads just wouldn't stop coming. So here you go. I got the fire hose out. I hope you're ready. But this is the first one. How's recruiting going for you? If it isn't going well, there's 2 things that are probably happening, that are probably hindering you. One is the big one. It is you're scared of rejection. We've all been there. I hated rejection when I was doing direct sale. I've been in this industry for over 17 years. I started out offline with just moderate success because I'm an introvert. I don't mind meeting people, but I don't like having to change the conversation to something that's going to serve me. I'd rather get to know them and find out what makes them tick and find out what they need before I would even broach the subject of bringing up what my business is. And that didn't work out so well in the grocery store and places where I tried to meet total strangers to get them to join my business. So I was kind of discouraged. I kept going because that's a good question. People have said to me, well, why did you stay with the same company for 17 years with moderate success? Well, I was getting mailbox money. I was getting a decent check, and I loved the product. The research was second to none. I love the way the product makes me feel. But the recruiting part offline, I didn't have support of an upline, and it wasn't going well for me. It wasn't a fit. That's why I moved on to online marketing, and I think you've heard this story before, and I fell into some fabulous coaching in industry leader that literally went from 0 to 6 figures in under a year, has taken me under her wing and mentored me and poured everything she's got into me about how to build an online business. And that's why I'm so passionate about trying to pass it on to other people. So back to the topic here. The two things that hinder you are fear of rejection. We don't like it when people say no to us. And the second one is we don't know what to do. So fear of rejection. Here's the rhyme that I came up with today. If you have rejection, it's because you failed to make a connection. I don't like to use the word fail. Let me rephrase that. If you are getting rejected, it's because you aren't connected. You didn't take the time to get to know that person. Your goal online is to get people to know you, to like you, and to trust you. If you just hit friend request and somebody's nice enough to say yes, you don't want to immediately send them a link to your website. If you think about this, we for some reason we think offline is different than online. If you had a neighbor move in next door and you wanted to go meet them, and say you were a pots and pans salesman, you wouldn't go next door with all your pots and pans and knock on their door and go, here, do you want to buy these? And of course not. You'd go, hey, my name's Susan. I live next door. You would reach out and get to know them. Tell me about your family. Where did you move here from? It's not that different online. People are looking for connections. People are looking for heart-to-hearts. They want to know that people care about them. So that's what you want to do, is you want to connect. And so you say, okay, but I want to go fast. How long does it take? I don't know. It's different for different people. But you want to show an interest in them, because the truth is, when they say no to you, they're saying no because you haven't taken the time to find out what they need. Maybe what they need isn't even what you offer. And that's the beautiful thing about networking. That's what I love about having hundreds and thousands of people on here that I know, oh, this one's in this company and this one's in that company. So when I meet somebody and I find out, oh, they have a skin, some kind of a skin disease or something like that, I can say, you know what? I know somebody that really knows their stuff on da-da-da, and I can connect you and network. I love doing that. So you want to do that too. You want to get to know the other people online so you can find out what they've got to offer and look for fits. And I know. You want it to go fast. But think about this. If there's somebody building a skyscraper, and the skyscraper is going to be a luxury hotel. Okay, the day that they break ground on that hotel, the owner is not going to come out to the job site and say to the guy that is there with the dump truck getting ready to start, cutting into the ground. I'm sorry, I'm not in the construction industry. He's not coming with the dump truck to cut into the ground. You know what I'm saying? That whatever it is to start digging, the guy that comes to do that, the owner is not going to stop him and say, wait a minute, I can't believe we don't have anybody in our hotel yet. Your hotel isn't built yet. No. What's the owner going to do? The owner has already come up with a beautiful plan, a blueprint of what it's going to look like. He's met with architects. A lot of the big companies will also, you've probably seen them, they have this beautiful design laid out of the actual little mini scale of the buildings and exactly what it's all going to look like. And he's got this in his office, and he's been looking at it for a really long time and tweaking and making changes. And for you, that's what you're having, your vision and your dreams and your goals as visual as you possibly can make them. That's why that is so important. Have a dream board. Have what you want out of life written down. Have those things before you every single day. This is what I have, my daily things that I say about my life, the daily things I speak about my family, the daily things that I say about where I'm going in life are in here. I say this every day. This is my brain food. Whether I want to do it or not, I do that every day. Same with you. You've got to know why you're doing what you're doing, and then you've got to have a plan of how you're going to do it. So if you've got those two things in place, then that brings me to your second point. First one is fear of rejection. The second reason that you might not be enjoying the success that you want to enjoy in this industry is because you don't know what to do. And that's a cold, hard truth. You might not know what to do. That's why I didn't sponsor very many people offline. Because I honestly kind of felt like if I'm fishing and I got a live one on the pole and I didn't really have upline support, it's like, what am I going to do with this live fish? It's the same thing on this. What if somebody signs in today and says, I want to join your opportunity? Do you know what to do? Do you know what to do to help them? If they say, I'm in, sign me up, do you know what to do? If you don't know what to do, what I suggest is you go as far up the chain of command in your company as you can and say, show me exactly what to do. So when I bring somebody in, I've got confidence and I can do that. And hopefully there will be somebody that will model that for you and do three-way calls with you and help you to get your new people going and started in the right direction. So those are the two big things. Is you've got to connect with people, because if you're not connected, you're probably going to get rejected. And the other one is you've got to know what to do. As I said before, you've got to have your blueprint. You've got to have your plan in place where you know why you're doing what you're doing. Because when you connect with people, you want to look for their why, their pain, if you will, in life. And those are the ways that you can come in and serve. Maybe what they're dealing with is they don't want their kids to have debt when they go to college. Maybe they already did go to college and they've got lots of debt. Maybe they're facing retirement and they know that they don't have enough money to retire comfortably. Maybe they had a new baby and they want to stay home with their child, but they can't afford daycare and they can't really afford to work and they can't afford not to work. Find out what the needs are. Hello, Hortensia. And go for those. I know that I've gone longer today, but those are the really important things that you need to do to be successful. So basically, what it boils down to for your direct selling business is you need to have a plan. You need to know where you're going with it. The next thing you need to do is you need to know how you're going to do it. You need to know the steps, each step that you need to do of how to promote your product and how to promote your business. If you need some help with that, I can help you, because trust me, if you don't know what to do, you're probably not going to be as bold in doing it. And one of my favorite sayings is, if you have knowledge, that is going to lead you to courage. And knowledge and courage plus hard work is going to lead you to success. So that's the next piece of it, is you've got to work hard. Hello, thanks for the hi there. You found me. You've got to be consistent and work hard doing the plan that you have to do. And the great thing about this industry is you should have 4 or 5 things that you are doing consistently every single day to build. And if you don't know what those 4 or 5 things are, I would love to share with you. I've got some access to some awesome information that I can send your way. So I've said a lot here. Like I said, I just needed to vent this. It's been kind of rolling around in my head for a while. So I needed to vent it because I wanted to help some of you that have been struggling, to take some of that pressure off of you of why you're not recruiting. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And the call to action is, I would like you to say in the comments below the area that you feel like you would like me to train on. You feel the area that you feel like would help you the most to grow your business. If it's to help you get more leads, if it's to help you talk with people, whatever you feel like it is to close the sales, please comment below the areas that you would like more help on, because I love your feedback and I love doing these lives to help you. Again, we're kicking off a 5-day Facebook Live challenge tomorrow. If anybody wants in, you've got to let me know tonight, because there's a little bit of prep time involved. So let me know if you want in on this challenge. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you are having a wonderful Sunday. Peace and God bless you, and I will see you tomorrow.